Hello, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Casey's Kitchen. We are gonna make a delicious meal tonight. I am so excited to make this recipe. So I have the Italian sausage already made up. This had like one small onion. I chopped that up, fried it first, put in my Italian sausage, used my mix and chop, and then I added in mushrooms because I love mushrooms. And I think it just bulks it up, gives you an extra vegetable. Love it, okay? So we are gonna add that to our bowl here. Let me shift some things around to make our meat sauce. So we'll start with that. We're gonna add that in our bowl, and then we are going to add in some marinara sauce, which I have the next best thing to homemade. You know I love to make my own sauce, and that is always my family's first pick. But if you don't have homemade, I'm telling you, Rails, top of the line. Yes, it's more expensive, but you get what you pay for. So this amazing marinara sauce, we're gonna add that. And we are going to open up this can of petite diced tomatoes and add that in. I have to think here. Yep, I think that's everything for the meat sauce. But guys, you could literally add in whatever you want. Of course, you don't have to add in the mushrooms like I did. If I really wanted to get adventurous, I would probably add in more vegetables because I love adding extra vegetables wherever I can, right? Okay, so let's give that a quick mix and our meat sauce will be ready. Just mixing that up with our small mix-and scraper. You know we have a ton of different scrapers, sizes. They are just the best. All of our scrapers are the best. All right, meat sauce done. Next, we need to mix up our filling. So I have one package of frozen spinach, which I thawed out and then I squeezed any excess water out of. The spinach holds a lot of water. So make sure if you're using frozen spinach that you thaw it and squeeze out that excess water, especially if the recipe calls to do that. That is not a step to skip. I have 2 eggs in there. Next, we're gonna add in our ricotta cheese. Ricotta. Just a whole container of that. I don't know, this is 15 ounces. And I did go with the part skim. Do the regular, do whatever you want. I don't care. And then we're gonna add in a tablespoon of our Italian seasoning, the best. So did you know that our lids are a tablespoon? So one less dish that I have to wash after I'm done here. So 1 tablespoon of our Italian seasoning. Our seasonings, so much better than what you buy at the store. They will last you longer, they are more flavorful, more condensed flavor in them. So they are worth the extra that you'll pay than the Italian seasoning you're gonna get from the store. You'll have to add a lot and you still won't get that amazing flavor. All right, and we're gonna add in some salt and pepper. I have my salt and pepper grinder. Somebody please remind me to order some more salt. I mean, I don't know where my brain is, but if I don't write it down right when I see something, I forget to add it to like my Walmart list or whatever. I'm always stopping and adding. So who else is like that? Like if the minute you know you're out of something, you have to write it down or add it to a list. I do a lot of Walmart pickups, so that's really nice. I am able to, you know, just quickly jump on the app and add it to my Walmart pickup. All right, so getting our mix all done. The last thing we need to add in here is some grated Parmesan. But guess what, guys? I'm gonna show you my handy dandy trick for Parmesan. Now, growing up, we always used to use what I call the shaky cheese. That is the Parmesan cheese that comes in the container and you shake it out on your spaghetti, lasagna, all those things. Not real cheese and chock full of chemicals. Stop using it. It's so gross, guys. There is a reason it lasts for 900 years in your fridge, okay? So get you a block. They come in a little triangle of fresh Parmesan cheese and you can grate it yourself. The flavor difference is night and day. You will notice the flavor right away, whereas with that other stuff, you just can't even hardly taste it. All right, but here's another trick you can do. Is you can take your wedge of Parmesan cheese and throw it in Belinda the blender, and you will have your own homemade shaky cheese in no time. All right, so our blender is a deluxe cooking blender. Does it all. Everything from, you can make marinara sauce in here or soups. You can make jam. Yeah, hummus, peanut butter, morning smoothies, evening delicious drinks, or ice cream shakes, or whatever they're called. We don't hardly make those anymore. Anyway, you can do it all with this. We use this several times a day because it is so versatile. So I put the lid on, it locks into place, it sings to me and says, ready to go. It is a smart blender. It knows what to do and when to do it. It has all these presets on here. Smoothie, you can make alternative milk, grind, heated wash. Yes, it even washes itself. Soup, heated puree, jam, and sauce. Or there's custom settings, and there's also a pulse. The pulse is what we're gonna use today with this wedge of Parmesan in here, and in no time, I'll make my own shaky cheese without all the added chemicals. Yes? Okay, ready, set, go. Guys, we're done. 8 seconds. In 8 seconds, I made my own shaky cheese. Yep. Literally that easy. That's the power of Belinda the blender, okay? So we're gonna add in some Parmesan cheese to this mix here. I have no idea how much it calls for. I'm just gonna measure with my heart. So we're gonna mix that together, and then we're ready to start layering our lasagna. So I have a box of the oven-ready lasagna noodles. Of course, you could make homemade lasagna noodles. I'm super excited to do that. I did not have that time today, so today I have the oven-ready lasagna noodle. So that means that you don't have to cook them ahead of time. They're not like soft like a cooked pasta. They'll cook in the pan as you layer them. But I also have some zucchini that I chopped up. So what I think I'm gonna do, I think this is 3 layers that I'm adding to it. I think I'm gonna do bottom layer lasagna, middle layer zucchini, top layer lasagna noodle, okay? I think. Or I could do one pan all with the pasta, and one pan with the zucchini, or whatever you choose to do, okay? So let's get started with a cup of our meat mixture here in the bottom of the pan. And like I said, I didn't spray these or anything. And they are gonna come out so good. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to make this recipe. Okay, 1 cup in the bottom. Next up, our lasagna noodles. So I am going to just lay this right down in the bottom. So for any of you wondering, that is the right dimensions for it. So a regular lasagna noodle will work great too. I'm just putting 2, and yes, it overlaps a little bit, but that's totally fine. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this right. I'm following my directions here. Everyone, follow your directions, read them thoroughly. Noodles on top of the sauce, spread with the filling, sprinkle with cheese, and then sauce. Okay, filling. Filling is gonna be 2/3 cup on top, like that. And then we're gonna spread that around all over, then cheese, then sauce. Everybody knows how to make lasagna, right? You guys make lasagna? Is it like in your rotation, your meals? I don't make it super often, but we do like a good lasagna. All right, and then it's about 1 cup of the mozzarella cheese in each pan. Now, if I was prepping these ahead of time, let me tell you what I could do. I could actually, oh, I want sauce again. Sauce and then noodles. Once I have this all layered, I could freeze it at that point. So if that's something you like to do is prep ahead, you could freeze these just like this, and then you want to take them out about a day ahead of time, let them sit in the fridge and thaw out, and then you'll want to add a little extra baking time, cooking time. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I think it says on the recipe. I'll try to look here in a second. All right, more sauce. Let's do this one as a zucchini noodle. Now, I could have taken my zucchini and cut it long way so it was more like a noodle, but the round ones seemed easier and faster today. You know, sometimes you just have those days. You need the easy round, right? Everybody needs an easy button every once in a while. Look at all these veggies I'm sneaking in on my family. Oh, luckily my family eats veggies really well. But of course you could do another layer of noodles here. Okay, next up, more of the filling. Just like that. And we're gonna spread it around. So super simple. I'm excited how good this is gonna come out of the pan. I will definitely be showing that off. Just like this. And remember, everything doesn't have to be perfectly spread. Like, it's all gonna cook and meld together. So don't stress it. Lasagna is very forgiving. So if you've never made it before, definitely do it. Get some good pans. That'll help you not have a bunch of burnt lasagna, and invest in good ingredients. Make sure you're using fresh ingredients like the fresh Parmesan cheese. Use a good sauce, not a cheap sauce. You can, if you have to, do what you have to, but I'm telling you, it does make a big difference. All right, one more layer, and then we are ready to put this into the oven at 350 for 1 hour. We are going to cover it in foil to help everything cook really well. One of the benefits of these Brilliance bakeware is it makes a super crispy crust, which makes cooking things in it just turn out beautifully. But even though it's that crispy crust, guess what? It still cleans up like a breeze. All right, let's go back to our noodles. Again, this one I'm gonna kind of smash down just a little bit, help layer those ingredients. Like that. We're gonna take the rest of our filling, put that on there, and then top it with our cheese. And then I'll probably sprinkle some extra Parmesan right over the top of that. And then again, all I'm gonna do is cover that in foil, bake it in the oven, 350 for 1 hour, and then I'll take the foil off and let it bake another 20 minutes or so just to get that top nice and crispy and bubbly. And then we'll take it out of the oven and let it rest. Any of the products I used today, or if you need this recipe in your inbox. See you guys later.